protracted versus retraction of the scapula. So protracted versus retracted. When I do my pull-ups, I want to be in the retracted state, so when they're pulled back. When I go to reach up, you'll see the difference. So that's retracted because they're down. When I do my pull-ups, I want to hold the tension in my back by retracting my scapula, so pulling them back and down. So just like that. Then holding that position to the best that I can, I reach for the pull-up bars, and that's how I do my pull-ups, keeping them in the most retracted state as possible. As you can see, holding tension, clean pull-up will be next. And then when I go down, that's what it looks like. When I slacken off, like then, you can see the difference. That would give me a shoulder impingement, and that's what I avoid. So I always try and do my pull-ups with my scapula retracted like that. Hope that helps. So that was my version of how I do my pull-ups, and for me it does make a really big difference. So yeah, as I said in the video, always retract your scapula and hold the tension there, as opposed to letting yourself go into a dead hang, because you'll find your scapula will protract. And for me, that will definitely give me a shoulder impingement. So it's something that I avoid. You'll also notice, like when you do it yourselves, when you hit the base position of a pull-up, you won't be going down as far because you're still holding tension in your back. You're going to feel it more in your back. I mean, people can go on about range of motion, but at the end of the day, if you're injured, you're not going to have range of motion. So keep that in mind. Everyone's going to be different. Some people can get away with having, a lot of protraction and retraction. For me, definitely not. And that's the only way I can do high rep pull-ups without injuring myself. And I'm able to do that, 2-3 times a week if I wish, and I won't get injured. If I try and do it the other way and let them shift around under load, it hurts my shoulders, and then I can't bench, and then the rest of my powerlifting comp prep sort of gets compromised. With the protraction and retraction method as well, you'll find that will carry over really well to dumbbell rows. So when I reach for the dumbbell, I try and, get my hands in a position where, one, I'll pull back and retract my scapula, and then I'll reach for the dumbbell, and I'll always try and hold that tension in my upper back. I don't want to let my scapula protract all the way down at the base of the rep. So it's a good tip. It will help in a lot of pulling movements. And that's pretty much my take on it. As I said, everyone's different. If you guys found that helped, hit like and subscribe. Drop a comment below. It really helps. Otherwise, have a great day wherever you are. On that note, this is me doing a few pull-ups using the cues that I just mentioned before.